back to Jolty Plays! We're playing Final Fantasy 14, and I'm not going to end this episode until I manage to finish Stormblood. So, meh. I was waiting for you guys to stop talking. You guys paused, so I took the initiative, okay? Parlay on the front lines is the quest I'm doing now. I'm never on when you guys are streaming. Neither are you. How do you stream then? Of what? You told... Okay, you were counting down to dungeon. Okay. So the next one is the dungeon, and then there's... What? Hello, Jimmy. Okay. Next one's a dungeon, and then 2 after that are Shadowbringers. Okay! We're gonna get through this. Well, I only have 1 left, according to Izzy. Anyway, we must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and it may be sometime before I return to Doma. I am good. How about you? But there's so many side quests, SA! I'm not! I still snuck in a periodic pickup of a quest. No! Side quest! I'm getting picked on for getting distracted too easily. Aww! Are you unable to pay for your subscription? Aw, I'm sorry. What server do you usually play? I'm getting distracted. We must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and it may be some time before we return to Doma. Aw, I'm sorry. Things will get better, though. Hakudo, I leave you in command. My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. Ragnarok! I think I have a character in there. I'm not sure what the name of that character is. Which data server is that in? I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I think I'm repeating myself. I'm getting sidetracked and forgetting whether I've read it or not. I've just received word from Lise. The Alliance has enabled a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Chaos! Okay, that's gotta be one of the outside of United States data servers. I don't believe I have anything in that data server. Oh, one of the Japanese ones? Yeah. See, I have one in Phoenix. Over in Light data server? Yeah, it's European. Yeah, I have one character over in Light in the Phoenix in the Phoenix server, because I had a friend that's from Scotland who uses that server. So, what? I'm being distracted. But it's the viewer. I have to converse with the viewer. You're being mean now. I'm being told I need to focus on the story. I've just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigos, northeastern. I already read that! I already read that! Socialize! See? I'm socializing! I can socialize when I'm not in a store. He's picking on me because I do a lot of side questing, and that's why I still haven't gotten into Shadowbringers yet, even though I've had this game for a while. No, I did not get it before you. I'm sorry, I don't usually share the party because they don't always watch their mouths and say some really bad things sometimes. So it sounds like I'm having one-sided conversations with myself, but I'm actually talking to other people. They say they're just the voices inside my head while I'm streaming. Anyway, once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to the resistance officer stationed in Porta Priorta, who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, you've been trying to move servers? I'm in Lamia in the Primal data server? Yeah, Primal data server. If I'm not on Jolty, I'm on Lucifer a lot. Lucifer is my Lalafell character. And he's almost to the end of Heaven's Ward. So he's about to enter Stormblood. He's getting there. I think I finished reading that. Siren! I do have a character in Siren. I know I have a character in Siren. Again, I couldn't tell you what the name of that character is. I have a character in almost every United States server. I say almost because there's like 2 that I can't seem to get into at all. Porta Priorta. The people I'm talking to? Sometimes. They can be nice sometimes. Isn't that right, guys? Most of the time, except when you're hounding me. Is he? Savi is nice most of the time. No, they're nice most of the time. They are nice most of the time. Oh, Siren? I mean, most everybody is pretty nice. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've really been on Siren that much, but the people I have met do seem to be nice. I don't know if I'm still in the free company I was in on that one or not. They might stay away from where? My friend out of Primal data server if you're worried about nice people. Apparently people in Primal aren't very nice. I don't know. everybody I run into seems to be nice, but then again, I try not to give people a reason to be mean to me. What? Existing. That's horrible. I don't know, the people in finals seem to be pretty nice. Is it because I'm not done with Stormblood? Once I finish Stormblood, everybody's gonna turn into jerks. Jimmy says that everyone in Ragnarok, they're like half nice and half mean. So you just gotta try and run into all the half that's nice. Then you don't have to worry about the mean ones. Oh no! I'm gonna wake my husband up. Probably not. He's used to me cackling over nothing. It's only 11 o'clock my time. My husband's already passing out. What, left the stream? No. If you have a phone, Moon Astral on Lodestone. Oh, is that your character's name? Oh, she's cute. I love Makote's. She's adorable, and she's level 80 bard. Oh wow, look at all the things you did. All your crafters are level 80, all your gatherers are level 80. Wow, you've been working. What? I'm getting yelled at for looking up your character because it's distracting me. I love the color you chose for dark blue is lovely. I love blues. You guys are so mean to me. Unable to join party. Probably because I'm talking to somebody. You must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you'll follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance headquarters. Yes. Oh. According to the lodestone, you were a bard. Oh, wow. They've really been working at this camp, haven't they?
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Here. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
I don't know. Like I said, when I searched it up, she was... It looked like she was wearing like some white shorts and a dark blue vest. And it said she was a bard. Glad to be here. I would have come sooner. Oh, he already said that. I don't know why I'm reading it.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
I mean, I suppose I could delete one of my characters and make one on Ragnarok.
Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. I actually did a side quest that involved that black rose poison. Did I do that on... Yeah, it would have had to be this character. Unless I did it on Kirara. Or maybe I did it on Kirara. That might have been one of the ones that I did that I wasn't really paying attention and wasn't really reading the, what was going on. I was just trying to get through the side quests.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
I'll check that out after the stream. I don't like going to blue screen. I try to avoid it at all costs. Sometimes it's unavoidable, though.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varissos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
Yeah, I saw. I said I'd check that out after the stream. I don't like making it go to blue screen. If I were to check it now, you'd end up looking at a blue screen. I hate doing that.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
Because not only does Jolty play as Jolty cares, as Yavi says. I like that.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
I wish I could do giveaways. I I can't afford giveaways, at least not right now. Maybe someday. Yeah, with my little, what, 123 subscribers in, what, 3 years? Maybe 4? Is it 4? I don't know. I know I started this channel on Minecraft. I still every once in a while go for Minecraft. But not very often. I really am not fond of politics, but I'll be there.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varus means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
See, I'm going to lay a suspicion. Every character in Final Fantasy XIV has anxiety. I know, right? I'm going to lay suspicion right now. I'm going to say that they're calling all the leaders into this meeting, and they're either going to attack the leaders at the meeting, or they're going to attack the different countries while we're at the meeting. One of those two things is probably going to happen. I could be wrong, though. Just a guess. Somebody's going to get attacked somewhere. Continue playing the game? Smart Alec. Zavi's being smart, but... Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long, shall we? Okay, parlay with the emperor. I don't trust this, especially considering they want me to be there too. Which is why I think they're going to attack the cities.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Oh, do you now?
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end. Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of Ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please, if you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Interesting. It almost seems like he won't take any other option other than them all ending up under his rule. He doesn't care if they want peace or whatnot. If they're not willing to make him their leader, he's not going to accept anything. Phew, this is really not my forte. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done. Tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man. Nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet. at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. I will say one thing for this Varys. He's well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. I'm sure Varys would be happy to tell you more. Then it's up to us to change that here and now. Ha, you would have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. "12 have mercy, but for Lady Alisaie's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not the Emperor Varys left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think?" Yes, that seems to be exactly what he wants. Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Invite Varys to explain himself. Say nothing of Xenos or the acid. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at his ease? Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Jolty. Okay. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varys' relationship with the Ascians. As had we all, yet if he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence. If we are to broach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all Garlemald, nor else in the heavens. Come to that, veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of his Radiance's own person. That sounds suspiciously like a religion in itself. I share your disdain for the hypocrisy, even as they denigrate the idea of faith. They revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. Okay, I guess we've figured out what we're doing? You've spoken with everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor and hope we fare better at the second attempt. Yay! I don't know.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat Icons posed the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by Icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rorga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
Oh, is that what they're getting at? I wonder. So this is Final Fantasy 14. each of the other 13 worlds that they're talking about must be Final Fantasies 1 through 13. And they're talking of rejoining all the worlds to make one world. So if all the worlds rejoin back together, is that where 15 comes in? All the worlds were rejoined and thus 15 is created from the worlds coming back together? I'm probably reading way too much into this. But that's kind of what I'm picking up. Maybe not including 15, but... I mean, although 15 did end up in this world. Because you do meet Noctis. They had a Final Fantasy XI event as well. They do have another Final Fantasy event as well, the Chrysalis event that's coming back, or that's coming next month. So there must be a way for all the different worlds to link together. Meh.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Gallian Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace? I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly, as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
You tell him, Nanamo.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Why are you asking me? Of course I would refuse you, you jerk!
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Wow, savages.
This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Wow. A butthole. I don't like him. I said butthole. I didn't say the A word. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. Okay, now according to Izzy, this next quest is supposed to have the dungeon, and then there's 2 more quests after that. The Face of War. Meow. Meow? That's my war face.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too... any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Hear, hear!
The 2 of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to counter on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Izzy! 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 We must have not typed? Meow? Yes. I just unlocked that dungeon that you were talking about. Gimlight Dark or whatever. I just unlocked it. What? Ah! Oh my. Meow?
Forward! Forward!
Eh? Did you just call me Jolton? Is he? I am not Jolton. Meow. Meow? Duh? Oh my. by, Kev's still muted. I have not unmuted him yet. He was repeating himself over and over and over and over again. I told him to shut up or I was going to mute him, and he still said it again. What am I looking for? I forgot what I was... Lucid dreaming. I was trying to find my lucid dreaming. Go away, Zavi. Don't make me mute you too. What the heck is that? Okay. I was complete. I didn't know what was going on. You said just run with it. That doesn't say what's happening. Lucid dream. That's what I was looking for. Ah! Okay, running, running. Move, move. Ah! Ah! How did he hit me? Oh my god, Are we supposed to bring these towards the middle? Where are we supposed... Okay, I need to gather. Ah! Oh, he's going that way! Okay, I think I made it. Oh, God! Oh, you can't go through him! I tried to run through him. It didn't work. No, I ran into his feet. Gather. Okay. But Jolty's confused his mechanics. That's not my fault. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Mark. Meow? You're seriously worrying me, Mark. I seriously don't like the sound of that. Huh? Okay. Okay. Follow the marker. Follow the Izzy. Follow the Izzy, follow the Izzy, follow the Izzy. You shouldn't have said follow you then. I'm sorry. What is with Spider Tank? Dude, I want one of those as a mount. Can I have a Spider Tank mount? But I want a Spider Tank mount. That looks like it would be fun to ride. You know, I haven't even...
Ready?
No. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay, where... Okay. Ah. Yeah. Follow you. Huh? That? That? Eh? I thought I used it.
I shan't hold back!
It's not called Tri-Disaster anymore. They call it Outburst. There is no Tri-Disaster anymore. They took it away. It's called Outburst now. Oh. I found it. It used to look like the triangle, so it's not my fault they changed the way it looked. The triangle-looking thing used to be called Tri-Disaster. Now it's called Outburst, and Tri-Disaster looks like a miasma now. What's going on? I'm confused. It's not letting me target anything. What? I'm confused. Ah! I don't know what's going on, okay? All I know is there were people there fighting. Okay, follow the Izzy. Yeah, I figured that out. I don't... Oh. I'm following. Apparently somebody else decided to follow you as well. Wait, where's my carbuncle? Ugh. Oh, he was over here. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, ow.
You underestimate me!
I didn't summon Ifrit. I'm so confused. For some reason I summoned Ifrit, but I didn't summon Ifrit.
This knight does not yield!
He's sleeping. He wouldn't do me any good.
Out of my way!
I mean, he's dead enough to the world I could probably hide underneath him like he was a dead body. But that'd be the only that'd be the only thing I would be able to do anything with him. You tart. When you want to target the enemy, you target allies. When you want to target the allies, you end up targeting the enemy. I can understand if you're the healer being able to target the allies. Oh my god. I'm not a healer. I don't have any healing spells. Except for Swift Cast Raise. But I don't need to Swift Cast Res the healer. The healer is doing a good job. And now the healer's going AFK. Great. He said he'd be right back. He's kind of our healer though, and our tank's health is going down. No. Our tank's health is down halfway. Izzy! Target every ally except the bad guy. Izzy's making Khan Isana do all the work. Good thing we have the Seed Seer here. I'm picking on Izzy and he's not even here to pick on.
Let us be about it.
Let's go this way. Izzy's gonna end up getting kicked out for inactivity. I think we're at the final fight. Now we're fighting two people wearing masks. One red, one blue. Okay. Okay, I guess Izzy's back. Ah! So we're supposed to go against red or blue first? looks like tanks going after red. I can't see. I can't even target anything. There we go. God. What? Ah! Ow! Why are you targeting me? I don't know if I not typed with Izzy or if he just doesn't have his mic on. Ow! Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Looks like everybody's dead but the tank. Are we supposed to hit those barrel things away? It'd be nice if Izzy would put his mic on so I could hear him. Tried that. The barrels blew up and still hit. None of them were on the sides. That's the problem. I don't know. The tank's actually still alive. I'm surprised. Not for long. Yeah. Izzy! now he's back. I didn't realize the healer went down, otherwise I would have rezzed him. Sorry, Izzy, I didn't know you were down. Probably not a good idea to be on the phone when you're in the dungeon. It's distracting. I didn't know you died, so I couldn't swift cast res you because I didn't know you were dead. By me. I didn't do it. He just targeted me twice in a row. And again. Wow, he really likes me. So when these bombs drop, are we supposed to hit the bombs away? Or what do we do with those? Ow! Huh? Okay. He who flashes and runs away lives to flash another day? Huh? No, not really. I mean, I do sometimes, but I've literally made it till level 30 and haven't really touched it since. Nope, I passed on it. I usually only go for whatever job I am at the time.
There you are, and none the worse for wear.
Indeed. I had hoped we might do more to help, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Figures. I'm the only one left.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Am I exempt from it because I have the echo? Everybody else that's come down with the malady is because they don't have the echo, probably. He knows it's a scion. He doesn't know which one it is. So he's broadcasting the message to all scions. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, my legs. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not, they won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help, and that of our eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alice, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the chirurgeons have completed the examination of Mistress Alice, and it is as we feared. She is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Guardians picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Sun. Giri and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is unavailable, and all must be made ready for their arrival. Keep you then. Judging by the Guardians' recent movements, or lack thereof, they will be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones, the plight of your fellow scions. I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Okay. Well, I'm the only one left. What about Tataru? She's a scion too. Nobody's thought to check on her? I mean, she is in Doma. Last I checked, anyway. Ah, Jolty, welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Alize gave the Guardians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alize? I was certain she would have returned by now. By the 12, not her too. Ochre and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Coltonet, Kryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole, after all, though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Okay. So now that that's complete, there should be 2 more quests? I think? Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Oh, look. It's the Asian Prince. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Oh. My trance is expanded now. Ooh. Okay. Demi-Bahamut? Oh my. I guess I unlocked Demi-Bahamut? Well, I haven't even gotten into... yeah, I'm a 72. But I can't do any of the quests from 70 to 80 because I'm not in Shadowbringers. Hmm. A brief reprieve. Ah, Jolty, yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Though if you'd come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I am afraid I have naught to report. Ow. Coltonet and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them, alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here, and wished to see if his condition had improved. Meow? Oh, I know him. Mistress Jolty, I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. See, not all Garleans are bad. Only in the Imperials. Only the ones that have Ascian running in their bloodline. I realize how strange such... Yeah, I already read that. That is why I chose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy? I can't Englimish. 'Twill seem... I can't Englimish. I can't Englimish at all. 'Twill seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent that conflict from escalating any further. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. An acquaintance of Jolty and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company. If you will follow me, sir. When word reaches me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him, poor lad. It pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The populars could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may await my return at North Silvertear, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Okay. Somebody else I know. Silvertear? Where's that? Where is North Silvertear? Huh? That's part of Revenant's Toll. A brief respite? I don't know. A brief reprieve. Maxim heard Alphinaud was here and came to check on him, and apparently somebody else I know came with him? I don't know. This plus mission that's right outside here is bothering me. Oh. Yeah, that's when I'm caught up. That means getting all the way through Shadowbringers into the new content that's about to release. That's not like. What is this, like my 4th episode today? What was either this or switching over to Monster Hunter again? Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. Sid? Did he bring Sid with him? Yeah, he brought Sid with him. It sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls is within my field of expertise. I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he is a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the populars, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Ralbon that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Guy still lives? Yes. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the Legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Asians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Sid wants to punch him in the face. Commander Alden also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor, though I still labored to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Ascians? But that is madness. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it, and yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Ascians must be stopped to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Siryu's wall was a good start, but we can do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Why did that last part look like a question mark? Begging your pardons, I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. Meow? Commander Alden requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He would discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. I thought I was supposed to take a break. Well, they told me I needed to take a break, and now they're calling me for discussions again. So much for a break, right? No, this quest literally, you're supposed to take a break, and in the middle of this specific quest, you get called back for discussions, but they said you were supposed to take a break. That's not much of, didn't even get a day off. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time, no doubt, being of the essence. Could I tempt you to a ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to Raubon's side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Okay, so Sid's gonna give me a ride back. At least I won't have to teleport back. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger, and every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which of course is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Jolteon, not even you, so please take care of yourself out there. I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them. Okay. That is now the end of that quest. This should be the final quest, according to Izzy. A Requiem for Heroes. I get a present after this. They're gonna give me a present. I get a present.
Kicking your ass.
What?
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 No, they're gonna give me a. They're gonna give me a present.
Me too. Me kicking your ass.
You're mean. This is my daddy. Pete, that's my daddy. No, no, that's my daddy.
That's my mama.
That's my daddy.
No, that's my mama. That's my monkey.
She's like, I don't care right now. My daddy. Commander Alden is waiting, my lady. It would be best if we proceeded to Alliance headquarters at once. What if I don't wanna? I don't wanna. Are you ready? Are you ready? Wow. Wow. No? I didn't even get an aye, Captain. That's... doesn't surprise me, honestly. Okay. Last quest. We're at 2 hours. It's gonna go a little over 2. We're gonna see the credits again. Yay! Not really. I don't like credits. When I stream, I have to sit through the credits. That does get kind of slightly frustrating. Especially as long as the base game's credits were. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. And finish the credits and then another set of credits would roll. It's like 4 or 5 sets of credits. It was long. You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would appraise you of the Garlean's movements. Upon speaking with Reborn, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Please tell me that they're gonna be voice acted? 'Cause reading all these things is annoying. Okay. It's the final throws.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow.
Yay, it is voice acted.
We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald. In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east.
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heon and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
So long as you leave the ass in to me, you need only say the word. I'm not that full of myself.
Much obliged. Given the choice, I'd take you over 100 soldiers.
Why won't they open? Please, I bid you open.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again? Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this? May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lass. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Don't say that. I don't like hearing people say things like that. I'll defend this place till my dying breath. Too many of my favorite characters have died after saying something like that. Reborn. I think last time he said that he lost an arm. Hirschfont. Yeah. Oh God. I would have to fight him. And by myself this time. Well, with the rest of the... Prince Ascian. Oh God, I'm fighting him as Lord Hien. What the hell? Ah! Okay, I have second wind for when my health is low. I hate that they literally only give you 4 moves. I have to take the swords down. Fighting that blue dragon lady annoyed the crap out of me. This better not be the same as that.
Ready?
Oh God. I'm literally whittling away at him. It's like hitting him with a wooden stick. Oh God. My health, please.
This one's for you, Ada.
So yeah, Lord Hien is samurai. Swords. Swords. It won't let me target the swords. Ow. Okay, never mind. It wouldn't let me hit them at all. Okay. Oh god. Please don't. She ran to the same spot I did. Thank you, Yugiri. Okay, this is a red sword. Still won't let me target them though. Ow. Nope, but I'm trapped in some kind of red haze.
Here it comes!
Ow. Okay, now what?
The weave of a shinobi's power. The art of my forebears.
What? Looks like I got him a quarter of the way down? Okay. Now what are we doing? Okay, cutscene. Ow.
Damn you!
Okay, it looks like Yin and Yugiri are down. Possibly Lise. Yeah, they're all down.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Bringer of light. It has been too long. no words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored, and only your death will redress the balance.
I'm now myself, apparently. I am a summoner. I don't hit hard. His health was... His health was a quarter of the way down when Ian made it out. How come his health is completely back? How is that fair? Yeah. It just takes a little while to get there. Well, kind of. It involves the assault 1 and the assault 2. Yeah, I know how to do that. Ifrit? I have Garuda out. Use Ifrit. Oh dear. Crap. Ow. Oh God. I managed to get 2 of the swords gone. I'm screwed. I didn't get the 3rd one gone. Don't tell me I have to start over from Heian again. This is going to annoy the crap out of me, just like the one I did earlier. I hate when they have like 5 different phases to one fight. You get through 4 of them, die on the 5th one, and you have to do all 4 of the first ones all over again. You'd think they would give you like whatchamacallit? Checkpoint, yes. Oh, you completed this part of the fight. Okay, well, we won't make you go through that part again. They do, but it looks like it's still on very easy from last time I did it. I'll just leave it on very easy.
There have been several skirmishes.
I'm not watching that cutscene again. It's seriously not fair that they get him a quarter of the way down. And then his health bar's all the way full again when you take over.
Ready?
Well, now I know that there's nothing I can do about those swords while I'm keying. So I'll just ignore the swords and just avoid their attacks. Because I was running over trying to fight the swords.
This one's for you, Ida.
Am I supposed to be as close as possible to him when he does this? It'd be nice if I could break out of this.
Here it comes.
The weave of a shinobi's power. The art of my forebears.
Ugh. That time I got it almost halfway down. His health bar was almost halfway down that time. I don't need to see this cutscene again. Hello, viewer. Welcome to the last. I think this is. He said I needed Ifrit out. I don't know why I walked right up to him.
Yeah.
Apparently I have a death wish.
Yeah.
It would help if I didn't go into the black area. Okay. That time I got all 3 swords dead. Well, I managed to summon Bahamut. Yay! Putting it on super easy. I succeeded in beating him this time. Ah, my coffee's gone. I'm sorry, that fight I did earlier where I raged kind of made my tolerance slightly low. Let me guess, now I have to fight the Ascian within him? Yeah. Yeah. He just, like, resurrected, though.
Champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Ow.
Please, I beseech you.
Ah, someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
Meow? What is this? It's almost like Highland Circle. Only it has more circles in it. Hey, that's the guy that has the crystal hand.
Please, there's no cause for alarm.
You say that.
Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength. I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey.
The Crystal Tower. That's a raid battle.
All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest. Soon, we will throw wide the gates.
I don't know if I trust you.
And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
Path to the first? He's sending me back, but what about my friends?
You're awake. Thank heavens. Do you recall the confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Reborn?
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Reborn. Eh?
Estinian never was one for emotional farewell.
Estinian? Wow. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he's still alive.
Xenos bested all before him. The battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times. Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. I thought you confined to bed. When I heard that you had collapsed on the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Mistress Wilburn, history suggests we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt even here in Ishgard. In anticipation of a need for reinforcements, Arturiel will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength had returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed, I suspect you have already decided on your next destination. Yeah? Home? Dark days lie ahead of that, I have no doubt, but the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. You're not buying stuff in your sleep, are you? Bah! Okay. Somebody's riding a Morbold. I heard that was a difficult mount to get. I don't even know what an...
By the 12! I don't believe it! I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapsed like the others. What in heaven's name is going on? Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If
his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him. Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize... You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own. Do you hear me?
She forbids me! I'm not allowed to face him by myself. I don't want to face him by myself. That's how will help me.
So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home. As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right? But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut? There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry. We'll find that beacon for you.
Your dog keeps inching her head closer and closer to my hand as I do that. It's like maybe Mama will accidentally pet my head.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home? I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. She will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Oh my. What is with that face? I just saw the Emperor's evil face. Yep. Credits. I didn't get my present yet. Wow. This has been almost 3 hours and now I have to sit through credits before I can end my episode. I swear some of the names through the original credits were actually fake names. I was going through spouting random names out of the list, like, oh my god, I can't believe this name is in here. I was like, oh, that's a nod to this. That's a nod to that. What'd they do? Just put a bunch of random names in here, wondering if people would actually read them? I wonder if we'll see him again. Gosetsu. It would be nice if we ran into Gosetsu again. He's a wandering nomad, yes, but that doesn't mean we won't run into him. He is still alive, after all. Maybe we'll run into him, if nothing else, just to talk to him. This means we're gonna get some new areas. Yay! I like getting new areas. Except for the fact that all the old areas have a bunch of side quests in them. Oh, side quests annoy me. Yeah. You can't say nothing now. I completed Stormblood. I can side quest now. Yes, I can side quest. No, I can side quest. I finished. Credits. Side quests. No spray bottle! No! Make sure it's what? No! No skunk water. Ew. Gross. Spray me with stinky water just because I'm getting distracted? That's not nice. Yeah. If these credits don't hurry up, I'm gonna fall asleep. It's gonna end up being a 20-hour video because I'm gonna fall asleep in the middle of the credits. I was kind of sad about what happened to Yotsuyu, though. Yeah, she went from being a complete and total a-hole to being a character that you kind of started to care about, and then she turned into an a-hole again. But it almost seemed like she was she was changed. She was definitely changed. She kind of really didn't want to do what she was doing, but she almost didn't see any other way around it. She wanted to be released from her pain. She wanted to die. And this was the only course she could find that could grant her what she wanted. Yes. She definitely knew she needed to do something about her brother. And this again gave her the opportunity to take care of that. It's just sad that she had to die. She could have lived. If her brother hadn't have shot her, I think she could have survived. She did look like she was going to survive, and then her brother shot her like 3 times, and she was no longer going to live at that point. You should learn to finish the job. I find it funny that it actually looked like she had bunny ears. I'm not sure if she actually had bunny ears or if that was just some kind of crown that was on her head. Yeah. Because at some points it looked like she had bunny ears, at other points it kind of just looked like it was a crown on top of her head. And that they were just really tall spikes. I really did like Otsuyu though. He was a fun character. God, I cried when I thought he died. And then to find out that he actually survived it and was stranded on an island with her and having no memories. Yeah. In the end, she did regret what she did. But it took her losing her memories for her to realize the wrong of her ways. Gave up trying. Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that they brought Gaius back, and that he was a good guy this time. Well, not necessarily a good guy, but at least somebody who's hunting down the Asians. The enemy of my enemy is my friend? The enemy of my enemy is my frenemy. They're my frenemy? Oh no! I might be slightly tired. I did say I might fall asleep during the credits. That makes me tend to be slightly delirious. I'm making Dylan yawn. Oh, I thought you were yawning too. I'm sorry. It's boring to just sit here and be quiet through the credits. I don't like doing that because I feel like I'm not doing my job. But I don't want to sit here and read off random names just because... No! Oh, I thought you were gonna be a man say chocobo races. Jolty, you should do a drug stream and do chocobo races. It's like, if I do chocobo races during my drug streams, my drug stream character will never get anything done. It will be nothing but chocobo races. He's still stuck in the first part of main story. Yeah. That's because every time I get on him, being drunk, I get distracted by everything. And by everything, I mean, I'll even get distracted by people chatting in the little box down in the corner. The little chit-chat box. Oh my god, what's going on over here? When I'm sober, I barely pay that thing any attention. When I'm drunk, it's like, oh my god, so-and-so is doting on so-and-so, what? My friend last night, though, she really was having a blast with Lucifer. We didn't even do anything. We just literally sat at the Limsa Leminson Aetherite Plaza. And she just... I sat there and showed her what Lucifer was wearing for each of his jobs. Some of them were actually decent looking. She loved the bunny rabbit that I put on my summoner. She liked the wolf that I ended up putting on my black mage. But I had the old Halloween wolf costume from the first Halloween that I played this game. I think Lucifer and Jolty both got that outfit. I don't know if any of my other characters did. I don't know how many characters I had at that point. But I know at least those two had it. Oh, I'm up to Square Enix North America. When you press circle, I think it lets you skip them, but because I'm streaming, I can't skip them. Because you have to give credit where credit's due, so you have to let the credits roll. Like I said, I sat through the entirety of the base story, base Realm Reborn. I sat through all 4 sets of credits. It was a bit ridiculous. Now there's no picture behind it. Now it's just black screen with the credits rolling. I got through the pictures anyway. I don't think I have anything to 80. I think Jolty with her level 72 is the highest level job I have. I should change this scroll sometime. I think it's been my Final Fantasy VII Cloud on his motorcycle since I moved in. Need to change it to Soul Eater or my Final Fantasy X-2 poster. Yeah. You know, it's funny, this poster has hit this wall so many times from the fan, it's actually left a black mark on the wall from where it keeps hitting the wall. I don't know if that's gonna come off or if it's just a wear spot. It's gonna be a pain in the butt when I move out of here, have to explain why there's a black mark on the wall. You see, I had a wall scroll there, and the fan kind of kept blowing it, and it kept hitting the wall in the same place over and over and over again since I moved in. It's been, what, a year since we moved in here? Yeah. So yeah, that poster's literally been hitting that same spot for like over a year now. What, are we gonna have like an hour of credits? Square Enix Europe! Oh, that one looked like a German name. Bergau. That sounds almost German as well. Girling sounds German. You tell I'm bored, I'm actually starting to read names off. How do you say that? W-N-U-K. Wnik. Santo Domingo. Sorry, I'm only saying the ones that kind of stick out to me. What is that? Ledalfin? That's an interesting name. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Spiegel! Spiegel! Sounds like something a gremlin would say. Deagle, 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 deagle. Sorry. Walter as a last name, that's unusual. Ulrich, now that's a German name. Walker, Texas Ranger. Sorry. Judge. Didn't realize Judge was the last name. That's an unusual last name. Groucher. Is that Groucher or Croucher? I'm sorry, Croucher. I thought it was a G. I really need new glasses. Marfugi? That's an odd name. I don't even know how to begin to say that name. Eidos, Montreal. Okay, I don't know. Eidos, Shanghai. What is Eidos? Eidos? I don't know. Eidos, Shanghai? E-I-D-O-S? I don't know how to pronounce that. No, it was a one of the orange ones. Like with the Square Enix Europe and all that, those were orange, and then it lists names in like white. Now they're listing the names of the people who played the different instruments in the theme. Oh my god, Mark is still alive? Joins the party just to, I'll be right back. I'm watching the credits. Oh, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Just... It was not impossible. It was just, side quests are very distracting. I would eventually made it. Welcome back to the Off-Time Crew! Podcasts? I swear this is like turning into, it's been like half an hour of credits. Access font. Who is this, the end? Havoc. Who is this, the end of the credits? Second I thought it was the end, and now it's showing guest creators. I just want my present and then I'll end my episode. And I'll start the next one with the next time I play. Hey, that's Final Fantasy 15. Oh yeah, they would have to put the credits for the Final Fantasy 15 event. Because the 15 event didn't start until after Stormblood came out. In fact, I think the Final Fantasy 15 event came out right before they released Shadowbringers. Is that the end? Ooh. I knew you'd be alright, and to celebrate your return, I made you this. A brand new traveling outfit. Oh, and I do hope it fits. That would be my present. But now is not the time to fuss over your measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers of St. Cognac's find. You go and rest while we track down that beacon. Yay! And there's that guy again. Oh god, his eyes are glowing red. I don't like that at all.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Bloody savages!
Who is he? I still don't know who he is.
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph.
Eh?
In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Huh. Okay. Maybe another Ascian fighting for the Imperial throne? In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. In fields of tranquil light, sow you seeds of darkness. Okay. Yee. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 2:30, and I've had a long day of streaming, so I need to go to bed. Hello, viewers. Now that I'm getting off. What? We didn't. We were going to, and then when I got home from not working, because they didn't need me, he was playing guitar, so I started streaming, and then like 15 minutes into my stream he said, so are we gonna play Destiny? I'm like, I just started my stream. Anyway, stay crazy, have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I do streams. Check out the website in the description if you'd like some Jolty merch. My buddy Shio did a really good job on the designs. He's also got other designs in there that are not for Jolty plays. He's got some really nice designs. And I'll see you in the next video.